Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a beautiful sunny day in St. Louis, Missouri today. The birds are singing, the sun is shining, and I hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. Today's topic is a continuation of the power is within. And where do you think the power is? Out there? And some patriarchal God who wants to destroy you if you don't do right? I used to believe in a God that was up there taking notes, just waiting to punish me. I don't believe in a God like that today. I believe in a loving God. And I don't believe he's an old man with a beard and white hair up there. But you can choose to believe whatever you like, whatever works for you. Everybody has a different perception. For example, if you knew my father, or if 100 people knew my father, they would all view him differently. Would he be a different father? No. He would be the same father, my dad, but each of you would perceive him differently. It doesn't change who he is, but your perception. We all view things through our filters, through our experiences of life. So each of us have a different perception. Does that mean some people are right and some people are wrong? Not really. Nothing is either right or wrong, but thinking makes it so. Now you may say, oh, come on, Mark, it's wrong to murder someone. Well, is it? You say it's wrong, but if you're in a war, you murder people. Oh, but that's different. Is it different? What is the difference? It's a perception. It's how you view it, where you're looking at it from. If you're here, if you're in the US and we're fighting someone in another country and you kill someone, you're considered here a hero. If you killed a lot of people, for example, a sniper kills a lot of people, he's considered a hero. Do you think he's a hero to the families of the men he has killed? To the children of the men he has killed? No. Are they bad people? Do they deserve to lose their father? No, they don't. They have been inducted into war, many of them just like men were here during World War II or the Vietnam War. So it's a judgment, and we need to release all judgment. And that is very difficult. Someone just told me that yesterday, to be careful of judgment, to release judgment. How many times in your life has something happened that you thought was bad, but then later on you looked back and you thought, you know what, I'm glad that happened? Or the reverse, when something happened you thought was wonderful, and then later on you look back and you thought, man, really, I would have been better off had that not happened, had I not gotten what I thought I wanted so bad. That's why it's better usually to try to go with the flow, to allow God to run your life, or let the flow of the universe run your life, to allow your conception of whatever is in control, besides your conscious mind here, your higher self, if you like. It knows things and knows ways and can see in the past and the future. For God, there is no past and future. There's only now. It's the eternal now. Many people that are religious say, oh, I don't want to suffer in eternity, in hell for eternity, or I want to be in heaven for eternity. Well, what is eternity? If eternity is forever, then right now is eternity. Separation from your higher self, which you can never be separated from, or separation from God, is hell. It's hell here on earth. It's hell within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Guess what? The kingdom of hell is within you too. And you create that by not following the natural laws of the universe. It's like the law of gravity. You can't see it, but you see the effects of it. There are also universal laws that we can't see, but you can see the effects of them. But yet many times people don't want to believe in them, or they don't realize the cause and effect. Because many times the effect in the material, physical world, the manifestation of the cause, happens months, years, long time down the road. And they never connect the two things. A small example may be this. Let's say, as in my case, the first time I was married, I had numerous affairs on my wife. Okay, I was constantly lying to her, running around, I was drinking, I was partying. She was a good girl, okay? Now, guess what? I had a steady girlfriend while I was married, plus other girls I was being with. All right, eventually what happened was I left my wife for the noble reason because we were fighting so much. Well, we were fighting because I was lying all the time, running around. Okay. So she went on and got married to someone else. And shortly after I left my wife, my girlfriend, the steady girlfriend that I had had an affair with for over 3 years, found another married man and she dumped me. Okay. And then through the years I married again, and all 3 of the women that I was married to all lied to me and had affairs on me. Now, I could have looked at it like, see, all women are bad. Look what they did to me. I could have done that, and that's what a lot of people do. I could have blamed everybody. And don't get me wrong, there were times when I wanted to blame, and I did blame. But I always had to look back within myself and say, hey, haven't you done this in your life? Look, this is how your first wife must have felt. So we learn from that. But if you blame, you never take responsibility for what happened. The cause was, early in my life, cheating on my first wife, who was a very good woman, treated me very well, not appreciating her. And then later in life, it all came back to me, multiplied. Okay, and it was very painful, to say the least. Okay, but I learned so much from it. I thought it was bad when it was happening, because a couple of these ex-wives tried to throw me in jail. They made false reports against me, and etc. You'd have to read the book, Coming Back Home, The True Adventure of Mark Daniels. I had to leave this country to avoid arrest. I had to leave another country to avoid arrest, all because of false accusations. But this was all brought on by, you could say, karma, reap what you sow. And I sowed a lot of bad seeds when I was with my first wife. Okay, so I reaped a pretty big harvest. Now, not every seed that you sow is going to grow up, but if you sow enough seeds, you will reap a harvest. And just as if you sow one seed of corn, and that seed of corn does sprout, okay, it doesn't just come up and give you one seed back. You get multiple ears of corn with multiple seeds on it. So it produces a much larger harvest than the one seed you planted. So it is in life. You may go out and do something one time and it may not return to you, or if it does, you won't notice it. But if you continue to plant those seeds, some of those seeds will sprout, and they will return to you a harvest of whatever you've been planting, whether that be good deeds for people or giving to people, or whether that be taking from people, lying to people, being dishonest with people, treating people badly, not respecting people. Whatever it is you sow, you will eventually reap the harvest of that sowing. So I'm not getting to the book here, and I may not get to the book. I just go with it. I try to go with the flow, because my life is great when I go with the flow. When I resist and try to make things happen my way, and I've done that before, and I'm not saying you can't get things done that way. That's a form of self-will. You may step on a lot of people's toes doing that. You may piss off a lot of people, and you may not. But you don't make too many friends when you try to impose your will to push to make things happen. Your will is used to control your mind and to keep your thoughts in line with what you desire. And by keeping your thoughts in line with what you desire, your actions spring from your thoughts. Now, this is the way to stay in flow. Your will is not to force people to do things. For example, sometimes my boys don't seem to be working as hard as I want them to. And I'll tell you the truth, sometimes I say, come on guys, we gotta go. I may tell them that 5, 10, 15 times a day. Does that help? Not really. Doesn't help at all. So that's me trying to impose my physical will on them by verbalizing what I want them to do, by expressing maybe my disappointment or my fear that we're not getting enough done. That doesn't work. Now, a better way to use my will, and the only way that really accomplishes my desires, is to force myself through my will to think of them working as I want them to work. And some way, somehow that I don't understand, they will become better, more efficient, and faster workers. Do I do that perfectly every day? No, I don't. But that's the way to use your will, to change your thinking. Wayne Dyer said, change your thinking or change your thoughts, change your life. That may not be verbatim, but if you know Wayne Dyer, you know what I'm talking about. Marcus Aurelius said, your thoughts color or dye. How did he say it? Basically what he said, and Buddha said too, was your thoughts make your life. I guess I need to write the quotes down. Sometimes I can remember them, sometimes I can't. Your thoughts color the dye the color of your life. Marcus Aurelius, man, I can't remember. You'll have to look it up, or I'll look it up. But anyway, we're not going to do the book today, but I hope this has been of value to you. Smash that like button and subscribe. We have a video coming out every day that I know will help you in some way or form. So, thanks for joining me. Have a great day.